everybody, this is the self-awareness debrief for last week, the week of January 9th. Now, the cards that you got, which I'm not going to hold up again, were surrender versus giving up, compassion, and stop and allow, which was to notice every time you found a positive attitude or emotion interrupted with a sneaky negative thought. Okay, so for me, the interesting thing is last week I really had to surrender because of a virus. And that, so surrender again it's not about giving up. It's about surrendering into the situation as it is, which means basically getting out of resistance to what you're experiencing. I really found that was the only way to go. When I would start going, why am I sick? What have I done? What have I not been doing? When I started fighting what was, with all of these questions around it, these anxious questions around it, that's when I started feeling worse. When I allowed myself to take the compassionate approach, which is curiosity, gentle, kind curiosity, then that allowed me to really just be able to say, okay, I wonder what. And that gave me the space to surrender into what it was while still staying engaged in the process of being laid up, doing what I was doing. And notice when I would get in my way. So I was stopping and I was allowing myself to check in when I would get into one of those anxious moods and go, oh, okay, what is this mood now that I've taken on, this energy I've taken on? How is that helpful to me right now? Is it helping me or is it hindering me, and why have I done it? So I got a chance to really look at some of the emotions that came up for me, some of the less pleasant emotions that came up for me around being laid up, not being able to do what I'd planned on doing, which in my mind I had committed to do, which was a certain amount of work and certainly doing my YouTube videos. Gave me a chance to look at some of the underlying emotions around that. So I'm really wondering for you guys, if you stand back and look at your week, can you find any of those places where you didn't surrender into a situation? Instead, you either gave up and walked away in a huff, or you went into resistance around what was. So look at those. And also look at, maybe you didn't. Maybe you were able to apply this, but if you weren't, now look back over it and say, and what would have happened if I had taken this compassionate approach to it? And if I had intervened on my own behalf and checked in when I was choosing something other than a positive emotion, or when I kicked something positive out of the way in order to do something else with my energy, and why, and was it helpful? Okay, so that is the debrief for the week of June 9th. And now I will be doing a self-awareness activity for this week. I'll post it next.